So, it's Mother's Day, and I just got home from work. I never work Sundays. They never schedule me for Sundays, and they scheduled me for Mother's Day. Because my coworker, who has living children, of course, needed off, and I get it. And I'm drinking too much, you guys. I I wanted to make a drink really bad, which is a sure sign that I don't need one, so I don't have one right now. But I have been drinking today. I can see it looking in the camera. I can see my face. I can see the weight gain. And I know that's the wrong reason to not drink, but at least it's a reason. Um, anyway, so I wore my necklace with, I've got Henry on one side and I've got Jamie on the other. And I wore my necklace today so I could have them close to my heart. And I had some wine club members come in, and they're fairly regular. And I've poured for them before, and they have a little girl. They got married at my winery, and they have a little girl, and it was her birthday. And so they came in today for Mother's Day and for her birthday, and the wife, and they're lovely people. I don't mean anything disparaging. The wife says, "How old are your little ones now? You have little ones too." Like, and I said, "Well, my son's passed away." And she's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." Because what do you say to if you say no, I don't have children, that's not. I don't like to say that anymore. That's what I said for years. And I don't like to say that. And I've been encouraged to talk about him. And so that's what I said. I said, "Well, and again, with a happy, not like trying to make her feel bad or anything, but oh, well, he's passed away, but it's okay, and blah, blah, blah." And their little girl starts barraging me with questions. "How old was your son when he died?" I, she's asking me all these things. And I said, "Well, he was a baby." "Do you have a picture of your husband?" And I said, "No." And how do you explain? I can't. First of all, I'm at work, and second of all, she's a small child, and she was asking me. Finally, I did show her a picture of me and Casey, not like And the mom's like, "Wow, you guys look beautiful." I'm like, "Yeah, he's too handsome for anyone's good, especially mine." And I showed him, Jamie's picture and on my necklace. And I've done a few portraits of him over the last couple years. And I think I've said on here before that I see him most clearly as like a teenager, young adult. So that's what's easiest for me to do. And I had this printed a few weeks ago with some of the different portraits I've done of him over the years. My favorite's the big one. This is him. This is how I see him. This is my favorite, but that's all him. So I don't have to think of him when he was like that. When he was smaller than my finger and red and dead. So I think of him like this. And I hate this holiday. My friend Nanette, I had a message from her as soon as I woke up this morning, and she is the only one who has mentioned Jamie by name. And she had such lovely things to say. And when I got home from work, my friend Patty, who is so kind, and she's a fucking right-wing conservative Christian Trump supporter, and she and her family have shown me more kindness and love to so many people. She went to court with me and stood by me and brought me flowers for Mother's Day. And they're the only ones, really. It's okay. I mean, it's okay, but um, I'm just tired, and um, I'm not feeling great about myself and about things, and I gotta get some of this weight off. And oh, this is the first video where you can see my tattoo. I just saw it in the thing. Um, it says fire can't kill a dragon, and I'm trying to keep that in mind. There's Sam I am. I don't know why the video just went blurry. Maybe it didn't on your end. I don't know. Anyway, Sam just had dinner. I just got home and fed Sam, and Mila I fed this morning. Sam I am's been getting me up early, so I've been getting up early. I made myself toast, and I made bugs for Mila, and we had a nice little calm morning before I had to go to work. And I made this incredible key lime curd last night for the moms, just not for work. This is on my own dime and my own time. I made this incredible cake, and I was gonna make these key lime cake pops, and I made this incredible. I use this Japanese style, so you get this beautiful caramelization on the outside and this moist, fluffy inside. And I made vanilla bourbon American buttercream, and I made these cake pops, and I got the balls already, and I got them in the freezer so they'd get hard, so I could coat them, and then I was gonna put this key lime curd on the inside and pair it with our rosé. And for the second time, this has happened to me twice, and both times when I was cooking for my winery, the white chocolate seized up. And what am I gonna do? I can't serve naked cake balls, so it broke my heart, but I threw them away. I was so mad. But I salvaged the curd, and I served this key lime curd, and I made these quick butter cookie crumbles and fresh raspberry with a little powdered sugar. It did pair beautifully with the rosé. Man, I can't believe that white chocolate seized again. I used to never have trouble tempering chocolate. It's only white chocolate that I really have trouble with. But anyway, um, that's completely besides the point. So as far as everything else that's going on, um, so I just recently went to visit my family in Virginia, and the morning that I was leaving, so this psychopath had sent my nudes to my work, which, if you've watched these, you know that. And um, I think it's over. I think it's done. I haven't gotten anything since the day I left for Virginia. And so what happened was I got these nasty emails. My boss contacted this person and said, hey, you know, uh, well, let's just leave it at he contacted this person. And well, suffice to say, sending the nudes didn't work. And so the morning that I'm leaving for Virginia, I get this series of messages, these emails. They've gone back to this Anon email, and they CC'd me and Casey. Like, it was actually meant for Casey, obviously, and they included me on it with some really personal stuff about him. And I was like, look, I don't know why you're even including me on this, but um, I've hired a private investigator. They're going to find out who you are, which is true, by the way, and I'm going to press charges. And not only am I going to press charges, you are going to look like a fool. And knee-jerk reaction, they said some shit about Jamie and my suicide. And they said, Vianne, you can't commit suicide where you are because your son's dead body's on the other side of the country, and how are you going to get buried together, or whatever the fuck, it was something like that. And I finally snapped, And I said, "You know what? You obviously have my home address because you've had somebody break into my apartment, but just in case you don't, here it is. Come on over. I'm gonna beat your ass myself." And I haven't heard a word. So what I think happened is this psychopath played their last card in sending my nudes to my boss, and it didn't work. And I think they were spinning out. And I think between that and me saying, "Hey, I've hired a private investigator," I think they're scared. And I haven't heard a word in what, a little over a week, I guess, except from a criminal defense attorney representing someone who suddenly wants to cooperate with me, which is not happening. My investigative team will handle this. Way to tell on yourself, though. So, I've probably said too much. I'm a little tipsy. I've been drinking wine all day. I'm gonna weigh 500 pounds if I don't stop, so I need to stop. So I'm not having anything to drink now. And I'm gonna hang out with Sam, and I should go for a walk, but I'm not going to. Usually I go for a walk or a hike or whatever, and I'm just tired and I'm sad, and everybody's posting pictures with their moms or pictures with their kids or the little handprint cards the kids make that I'm never gonna have from Jamie. But I can feel him, and that's weird because I'm an atheist and I think, rationally that he's just gone. But then why can I feel him? And it makes me feel crazy. Trying to reconcile knowing he's gone with being able to feel like here versus here. It makes me feel crazy. And I'll tell you this real quick. When I was in Virginia, I met with with this person that I care about a lot. And she was telling me, and this was stuff I kind of knew, but she was like, I had an affair with a married man for 14 years and it's not worth it. I wasted so many years I could have been having a life. And she ended up marrying him. They were together for a while, but she's like, I wasted all this time. They're not worth it. And this is somebody who, like me, tried to end it. They couldn't take it. And she's alive now, but she said none of them are worth it. And I'm like, wow, called the fuck out on Maine. Between, the baby and the baby's the main thing. It's what killed me. But I'm tired of living with just love in my heart and just having my heart ripped to shreds. I'm on social media today in the Star Trek community, and it's like there's this guy who's just fucking breaking hearts left, right, and sideways and using and abusing all these women in our community, and I can't get somebody to take me out to dinner. So obviously the problem is me. I was talking to my mom and I was like, well, there's two options because she's just getting married for the third time and she's 70 years old. I've never had anybody even ask me. So either I am ugly or I'm unbearable to be around. And I'm not ugly, so I'm going to cut this off before I say anything else I regret.